What's up? What's up? What's poppin'? Hey, yo, it's NateDoggSac916 coming at you live from Sacramento, man. Hey, yo, today I want to talk about love, yo. Hey, and the reason for that is because I hear so many people, right? Me and my wife was talking earlier, and we was talking about people definition of love, right? And so many people use that word so regular, right? Like like it's just like saying hi. Me personally, right? If I tell somebody I love them, period, male, female, whoever, that means like I'm really like willing to put even my own pride to the side for them. Wolf Walker, what's happening? Meaning I'm willing to put my own pride, my own everything to the side for that person. You know what I mean? If they need me. And it goes to me, OG Steve, what's happening, bruh? Allerton in the building, man. Allerton or nothing on my boy's side, man. Man, big salute, man. I appreciate that, bruh. But when people talk about love, man, it's funny to me because I hear people talking about love, right? And say a female says she love her dude, right? But let's say, for instance, her dude is financially well off, right? And doing good. He stay with money. He stay giving her stuff. Stay showering with gifts and all of the above, right? If he was broke, would she still love him? Would she still stay down for him? Would she still ride with him? That's my question. I doubt it with a lot of these people, male and female. A lot of these people, I doubt it. Perfect example for y'all, right? I was at a point in my career, right, in my job, right, where I didn't feel like I was being treated right by the company, right, that I was working for at the time, right. I didn't feel like I was being treated right. So I started putting my fillers out there to get a different job or whatever it may have you, right? And I was offered a job for $11 an hour. Now, I don't know how it is in no other states. All I know is about how it is in California. And at the time when this was happening, $11 an hour wasn't nothing. And I wasn't getting more than 40 a week, right? But I was walking away from I think it was $17 an hour. Andre was saying, I think I was walking away from $17 an hour, which doesn't sound like that much more, especially compared to what I get paid now. But it was like a $6 pay cut, right? That's a lot. And I was getting overtime at the other job, that $17 hour job. Roscoe, what's happening? So, you know what my wife said to me? When I said I wanted to leave that job, she said, don't worry about it, baby. Leave that job. If they're not treating you right, fuck that job. Fuck that job if they're not treating you right. We good. We'll be all right. That dude was popping. She like, we good. We'll be all right. Either way. And she held me down, right? She held me down. Like, don't get it messed up. I still worked like I'm supposed to. You know what I mean? I think I only got one or two paychecks from that job before I moved on to another job that was paying me $25 an hour. So it wasn't long she had to hold me down. But it was just a point that she was willing to, with no hesitation. Like, if you're not being treated right, baby, bounce. Don't let them treat you wrong. And that's love. Like, she didn't care as long as wherever I was at, I was being treated correctly. Right? That's all that was on her mind. She didn't want her man being unhappy working in the place he was working at. And I bounced, and of course, I took the $25 an hour job, and now I get paid even more than that. So we good. I'm good. But it's just a point. My point, I said all that to say that it's so many misconceptions it's so many different perceptions about what love is, man. And I think too many people got it mixed up. But let's get into it, man. I don't hear nobody talking, so what's happening? What we talking about? What's on the agenda? We talking about the Pinot Milk fight? What's the deal on the Pinot Milk fight? What's going on with the Pinot Milk fight, man? Contacting the dead gone wrong. Salute. Welcome, welcome. I don't remember that name, but welcome to the channel, man. So there's a Pinot milk fight or milk Pinot fight, whatever, however you want to put it, coming up, man. Do we got some predictions? Is there some predictions on that fight? Hey, thank you, Wolf Walker. Thank you for following my channel, man. I follow Pinot. I don't follow milk. For my own specific reasons or whatever. No disrespect to anybody. Y'all know I don't get into that. I just been hearing a lot from Mean about this fight. From It's Mean. Shout out to It's Mean TV. If you ain't subscribed and you on my channel, man, go subscribe to It's Mean TV. He's got a good channel over there, pretty entertaining. If you like to laugh, you want to go over there. But I hear that fight coming up, or allegedly coming up whenever they figure out a date for it. But me, man, you know what I'm doing. Yeah. But I seen that, right? That dude. But then Milk said it was a troll video, like basically a bait video. Like if I was to go hit a bag and act like I couldn't hit it, knowing I could, knowing I knew what I was doing, but I hit it and film a video acting like I didn't know what I was doing and put it up to bait somebody into trying to get this fade, and then find out what I'm working with when I get there, not have no information about what I'm working with before that. That's what he said on his channel. I've seen a clip. But bottom line, no matter what, we gonna see. Like if Cass get in the ring, then we gonna see what Cass is working with. You can't hide it once you're in the ring. All the talk time is over. But me, what I'm gonna encourage you to do is figure out a way to get a bag today. Figure out a way to add to your wealth. And like I started this out by talking about love, right? When I was in prison, and everybody knows I did 17 plus years straight in prison. Everybody's on my channel knows this. Level 4, California. Cali, the Cali way. Yeah, I'm a California boy. No cuts. But talking about love, when I was in prison all that time, man, I felt like I turned off. Me personally, I felt like I really in order to survive it mentally, I felt like I turned off all emotions. Like they say in that show, The Vampire Diaries or the originals. I don't know if you guys watch those shows, if you've heard of those shows. But on those shows are vampires. I like vampires. There's this thing that they say when they don't want to have no remorse or no hatred or nothing. They turn off the emotional switch, right? They turn off the emotional switch, right? And I felt like I linked in with that statement because I feel like I did that while incarcerated to get through people dying, get through people running out, get people so I wouldn't have no hatred for people, or I wouldn't be all down in the dirt about people dying and passing away while I was incarcerated, And it took me a long time, even after I got out, for me to turn it back on. Like it was rough. It was hard. Like I was so used to, for me personally, I was so used to if I felt like it was gonna take me to a certain point, I just made a decision. Like I didn't think with it was just about choices. What was best for me, in the outcome? What would the best outcome be for me? And that's what I took at almost every time. Now, some people understand what I mean when I say that, and some people don't. But that's okay if you don't. It's good. What's happening? What the people doing, man? What we talking about, man? Give me something to talk about. Y'all know I end the live if I ain't feel like it's going nowhere. Well, maybe she stayed with you, Wolf, because she felt like maybe she could bring those emotions back to life, bro. Maybe a female, if you tell a female you got no emotions, period, that maybe she feels like if she really feeling you, that she feels like she can ignite that fire and bring it back to life. I don't know. Maybe. It's possible. Irish, what's happening, bruh? Salute. Big salute. I appreciate you popping in, man. You already know what it is. It's all love with me, man. It's all love to those who I deal with, and if I don't deal with you, you probably if I cut you off, you probably gave me the scissors by your actions or something else. You know what I mean? Big respect. You know what I mean? But see, that's the thing about me, right? Is and I tell people this all the time on my channel, man. I do YouTube be hoping that I might say one thing in the whole day, in a whole video. I might share somebody else's story, whatever else, and it might help one person. If it helped one person, and if you guys seen the messages, hey, thank you, I appreciate it. I'm stealing those scissors, please. KS, big salute. Nah, don't steal the scissors. We got to keep the scissors, man, just in case. I don't, I don't, I don't expect everyone to keep to the same guidelines of moral behavior and how I rock as I do. But at the same time, there's a low level to where if anybody who I deal with, and it's not a privilege to deal with me, you know what I mean? But it's my job to guard my own stuff. You know what I mean? And if anybody goes below that, like in the Air Force in flight school, they call the deck. You can't go below the deck when you're flying in Air Force, right? If you're doing flight training, you can't go below the deck. The deck is the level or the distance to the ground that they say is the safest for that training exercise. You can't go below the deck. What's happening? What's happening, Hitman? I see you. Oh, all the OGs is in here, man. What's happening, Hitman? I see you. Ian, I see you. What's happening? But you can't go below the deck on a flight exercise, right? And I got a deck in my life, right? So if I'm dealing with you or we associated with or whatever, you know, I'm not talking about my bros because my bros is on a different level and my bros will never go below the deck anyway. You know what I mean? Hey, thank you. I appreciate that, Dr. Andrew Kramer. I appreciate that. Ah, you know, yeah, you're welcome. If you got a question, I'll handle it. 410 checking in. What's good from Baltimore, Nate? Hey, what's happening, man? Salute to Baltimore. I appreciate it. Pouring concrete. That's right. That's right. What's happening? What's happening? I see you. Get money, man. That's a very skilled job, man. I'm glad. I'm glad you got a skilled labor that you can do and make good money. So what was I saying? I was saying, oh no, my people don't go below the deck. So if somebody was to go below the deck while dealing with me, what I consider my deck, you can't go below this. Like in your behavior, your moral, I'm a finisher. Okay. You come in and make it smooth, right? After they lay it, you come in and make it smooth. You get on the little trowels and stuff with your knees and slide across that shit like you on ice skates and make it all smooth. All right. Yeah, I used to work in home renovation. I used to see guys do it. I never really done it, and it does take a skill. Yeah, it does take a skill. It's a definite skill to get that stuff right and get it at the right temperature and lay it at the right time during the day. Not too hot, not too cold, because you know too much moisture has certain effects. Too much heat, dry it too fast might crack. I've heard all this stuff about it, but I've never really I've never laid it myself. But it does take a definite skill. It's an art. Yes, it is. I believe so. Congratulations. I'm glad you got a good trade that you can apply and make good money off of. Big salute. But yeah, like I was saying, man, people go down below the deck like it's my job to protect me and mine. You know what I mean? And even to the point where if I deal with you, I brought you into the circle and I bring you around my people and I associate you with my people and the people I deal with. People look at you and your behavior as a direct reflection of me. If I brought you around, the people I deal with, like really deal with on in the streets, not in the YouTube streets, but in real life. So if I bring you around, I'm basically vouching for you. So if you do something that's uncharacteristic of the people like me and my circle are, I'm getting phone calls, I'm getting text messages. They like, Nate, what's up with Brad? What's that? You know what I mean? That's how we rocking? No, we ain't rocking. So therefore, it's my job to handle that. You know what I mean? In prison, it would be my job to handle that. Out here, I gotta cut them out. I gotta get rid of them. I gotta get them out the circle because I brought them into the circle. How do I talk to my kids about my life, my incarceration? Um, I tell my kids that I was young and dumb and I made a mistake. I made a lot of mistakes. Hold on, you don't attract what you want, you attract what you are. Who a person keeps around him is a direct reflection, a representation of their character. Absolutely, sir. Absolutely. Great content. Great statement. Um, I talk to my kids when if they ask me about prison, I usually don't give them too much in-depth information. She good, she good, she good. Thank you, that dude. I don't really give them too much direct information. They don't get no more than YouTube gets. Um, but but what I do tell them is learn from what you see me doing, not from what I've done before. Learn from what you see me doing now, what you've seen me do in the last 7+ years. Learn from that. Don't try to take notes and stuff about what I did before, because that's just alert. Those are just notes on how to lose. I wasn't winning. No matter how much money I was making, no matter how much I was doing, I wasn't winning in life. You know what I mean? So don't take lessons from my past. Take lessons from my present. Take lessons from what you see me doing now. And that's pretty much how I talk to them about life. It's like I encourage my sons to build their own kingdoms. You know what I mean? I encourage my daughters to be self-sufficient and know how to get it for themselves. And then when they meet somebody, a man that brings the same type of energy to the table, then you move forward with them as a couple or however y'all gonna move forward. But don't look for a man to take care of you. Or as my sons, don't look for a woman to take care of you. You can always find somebody that's gonna bring the same to the table that you bring it. And my kids are aimed at the stars. You know what I mean? My kids are aimed at the stars because they learn it from me. And they learn it from their mother, my wife. You know what I mean? And she's aimed at the moon. You know, I want my kids to understand that you can do whatever you work hard to do. San Pedro, what's up? You can work hard. You can do, like you hear people say, oh, you can do whatever you want to do. You can, but you have to put in the work. You can't expect nobody. I think I heard DC Young Fly say this. He said, because I guess he's a really spiritual person. And he said, did you pray? Did you pray? Did you ever pray? When you were broken, you weren't doing as good as you are now? Did you ever pray that God would get you a good job? He said, yeah, I prayed for it. But then I went out and looked for it. I prayed for it, but I look. You can't pray for something or want something in life and think it's going to come knock on your door when you're sitting on the couch smoking weed and chilling. Or playing your video game all day or whatever. If you want something, you got to go. You can ask God for something or whoever you pray to. You know what I mean? I'm not going to get on a religious rant. Whatever you want to do in life, you got to put in the work still. And if you put in the proper work to do what you want to do, you can do it. There ain't no limits to this, man. There ain't no limits to this. And you'll hear people say it all the time that there are, but those are people that'll give up on themselves. How many times you think I heard people tell me, or I heard people say that people who've been in prison for a long time can't come out and be successful in square life, right? It's hard. You only can do this. You only can do that. You only can. Man, I ain't had no holdbacks. I ain't have nothing hold me back since I've been out. My prison sentence and my criminal record has not affected my life one bit since I've been out. Not one bit. Not at all. I haven't had nobody tell me that I couldn't have a job because of my criminal record. I haven't had it happen. I'm not saying it can't happen, but just because it happens, don't mean you stop. You got to keep going. Find another spot. Find somebody that will hire you. Don't just, oh, they won't hire me, so screw it. I'm going to go get on general assistance or grown man welfare or get unemployment or whatever you may do instead of going and finding a job or finding some kind of hustle. And that's the thing. Yeah, you were hustling since I was 12 and a half years old when I first started selling crack. I've been out there trying to get it. So now that I'm doing it legally, why would I stop? Absolutely. Who's that? DJ? Absolutely. 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 There's some very intelligent people in there, in them in them prisons, because you got to realize people in prison, most of them are just sitting back studying, learning so much stuff. I probably learned more in prison than most people learned in college. I probably honestly learned more in prison than most people learn in college. No cap. And you hear me talk, like I've had people comment on my vocabulary, and I don't seem like the type of person that been in prison for a long time. And I've had most people out here, when they find out I've done so much time in prison, they're like amazed. Like, how did you go from doing all that time in prison and come out and seem like you normal? Like your brain's not messed up, or you're not burnt out, or you're not institutionalized, and all the things that they say about people who've done a lot of time. Because my mind is stronger than that. That's why. Because I refuse to lose. I refuse to give up on myself. Ever. Like, if I got to bet, I'm going to bet on me every time. Every time. Because I don't quit. I don't quit. I don't give up. I don't fold. You know what I mean? Just like with YouTube stuff. Like, all right, no, love and respect, brother. I don't fold. I don't give up. I don't quit. Once again, like, even with, like I said, with the YouTube stuff, man, I don't go against my morals to get views. I don't get involved in beef, even though I know it'll get hella views. You know what I mean? I don't do none of that because that's not what I'm about. Because that would be folding against what I believe in. I don't believe nobody should be fat mouthing on video to nobody. That's what it is. And even the people I associate with that do that, it's no, hey, you not me, I'm not them. They got the right to do whatever they want to do. I don't get down like that. I don't indulge. I don't care what nobody say about me. Do it. That's what I say. If you say you're going to do something to me, do it. I don't believe you. You know what I mean? That's the most I'm going to say about that. But I'm not going to quit. I'm not going to tap out. I'm not going to... None of that. None of that. I don't know how. My mom used to say when I was young, I come home beat up, scraped up, I done got into it with somebody and got my butt whooped, whatever. And my mom would say, well, why you didn't just come home? You too stupid to run. Yeah, I'm too stupid to run. I'll take my ass whooping if that's what I got coming. Christian, what's happening? Yo. You know, and she said it before, like I'm not looking for no smoke. I don't want no smoke. Ian, what's the last line, man? Thank you, AM. Thank you, AM. I appreciate that. It's really about discipline, man. It's really about discipline for me. You know, it's about being a disciplined person. Like, and it's like, it's not even hard once you become a disciplined person, or once you are a disciplined person, then it's not hard to be a disciplined person. It's just how you are. It's like I don't have to think about anything. I ain't allergic either. Yeah, I'm not allergic to none. You know what I mean? But like I was saying, it's just if you're a disciplined person, like some people will get up every day, go straight to the coffee pot and drink a cup of coffee, right? So what I did is when I felt like I needed a cup of coffee every day, when I felt like, oh, I gotta have a cup of coffee, just to train my own discipline. This is my own thing. I stopped drinking coffee. When I felt like I needed it, I stopped doing it. I stopped doing it. And then once I seen, man, I don't really need that. Okay, cool. Now I have coffee here, energy drink there, once in a while. You know what I mean? These I buy in the morning. Maybe once a week I'll buy one of these or whenever. And I look, you see, it's still here at the end of the day. My route's over. You know what I mean? It's willpower. You know what I mean? If I don't mind, it don't matter. Yes, it does. Yes, it does, KS. But my thing was trying not to be me personally, trying not to be a slave to anything. Trying not to let any kind of substance or anything, period, control me. I try to stay in control of myself. And the best control of when you have a good control of self, then whatever you choose to do is up to you because you know you can control it. Once you've disciplined yourself to that. I've disciplined myself that work don't matter. Work don't matter. Work is just a means to an end. I don't like or dislike going to work. It's just work. I don't care about working for someone because they're going to pay me. You hear a lot of people saying, oh, I never work for nobody. Okay. Well, when you going to hurry up and get started on your dream then? Because I believe that if I have a dream to build something, I need what do they call it? Startup cash. I need startup cash. So why wouldn't I work long enough to get the rest started? You feel me? Think about that. Seed money, they call it, right? Don't they call it seed money? I gotta plant the field. I need that seed money, right? If I want to produce a farm, I need to start out with some seeds, right? That's where they get the saying seed money from, I believe. From back in the farming days, you start out with a plot of land. You can't do nothing without no seed money. Where do you get that seed money from? Once you get that seed money, then you can go ahead and start your crop, and then you can produce your own seeds for the next crop, right? What's cracking, cuz? What's up with you, bro? I ain't a crip, a big salute. Hey, I welcome everybody over here. Oh, that's East Palo Alto. You said East Palo Alto. Y'all say cuz, right? You ain't a crip either. Or you might be, I don't know. But Palo Alto, y'all say cuz, right? Oh, no, y'all say rogue, right? Either way, what's poppin', man? That address. What address? Oh, that's the address? Whose address is that? Oh, is that somebody's address? Yeah, I don't know nothing about that. I don't know nobody who live in East Palo Alto. Well, I know some people live in East Palo Alto, but that ain't their addresses. Oh, troll? Oh, okay. Well, Ian, handle the troll, Ian. Mine pull up, cuz? Yeah, I'm cool. I don't want to pull up. I'm good. I don't even know you, bro. I don't got no reason to pull up in East Palo Alto. But salute. Hey, congratulations, man. You calling fades and stuff. Good job. Thank you, Wolf Walker. Did you encounter problems being biracial in prison? Not at all. Not at all, because I mean, you got to remember, Doc. I went to prison as a gang member. I was a blood on the streets. I didn't go to prison and become a blood. I didn't become a gang member in prison. I was a gang member on the streets, so I was already from. Well, obviously I'm half black, half white. So but I mean, I grew up basically black, bro. I never was ashamed of my white half at all. Um, but but I mean, I grew up black. Let's put it like that. I mean, I'm mixed, but I grew up black. I just drove around the city, delivering in the city, man. No, I don't get road rage. I don't even honk the horn. Like I got a rule with my family, and I've taught all my kids and my wife the same thing. We don't honk. We don't honk. You don't invite bullcrap unless you're ready to deal with bullcrap. That's what I say. I don't honk my horn at people because if you jump out your car, I'm not staying in my car. So why invite that? When people do stuff, I drive too much to be getting road rage. I drive all day, every day. I can't get road rage. I can't afford it. Because I know what I'm going to do if somebody jumps out and tries to do something to me. I mean, I seen a guy catch on fire. I seen a guy roll his truck. I seen an accident, like literally right in front of me, and I swerved out of the way, like literally, like the car in front of me ran into the car in front of it, and luckily my right lane was clear, and I was able to swerve out. No, I don't really do the road rage thing because I don't. I already expect drivers on the road to do stuff that I'm not gonna like, so I'm already properly prepared myself for that. So when you expect people to do retarded stuff or stuff that you're not gonna like, then when it does happen, it doesn't affect you the same way of somebody. That's like a boxer who never spars. How you gonna say you a good boxer but you've never been hit in the face, right? So that's why one of the reasons why boxers spar and full contact spar, so that when they do get hit, it's like if you've never been hit, getting hit is gonna affect you different than if you're getting hit every day in the gym. Think about it. If you've never been punched in your face, you do not know how you're going to react if you get punched in your face. You can say how you're going to react. You can go through all the training in the world, all that, and say what you're going to do if somebody put their hands on you. But if nobody's never put their hands on you or never tried to take your head off, you don't know what you're going to do. I hear people say what they going to do if somebody pull a knife out on them. But have you ever had a knife pulled out on you? What you going to do if somebody pulls a gun on you? You never know what you're going to do until it happens. And pretty much all of that has happened to me already. So I know what I do under those kind of situations because I've been in those kind of situations. I've been in them all, so I know how I'm gonna react. I gotta go. Wifey waiting for me.